What's up, everybody? Welcome to yet another episode of RP Gallery. I'm here with our host, Hannah, as well as
Ash, Jade,
Jared.
and we are playing us some Shadowrun. So in case you missed our first episode, we created our own campaign setting called Running in the Sea-Bus Sprawl, and it takes place in Central Ohio. So you're going to see some traditional Shadowrun with some new mechanics, not necessarily new mechanics, but new items.
new items, new spells,
Yep.
New setting.
New
Weather
setting,
mechanic. It's a
beautiful
whole new
setting.
setting for
big
Shadowrun.
social setting as well. There's a lot of social interaction that goes on in here.
Yes, there is. So I'm going to go ahead and set the stage. Today, we have, what was your character's name? Tell everybody.
So her real name is Ash. Her new name is going to be Tara Quinn.
Tara Quinn. Okay. And then Ash, what is your character's name?
My character goes by Bristle.
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 All right. And Jade, your character?
Is Ziri.
Ziri. I'm going to write all these down.
Tara Quinn, you said?
Yes.
Ash / what was that?
Tara Quinn.
Tara Quinn.
With two N's.
All right. And then yours again, Ash?
Bristle.
Bristle.
Like a brush bristle.
And then Jade, yours again?
Ziri.
How you spell it?
Ziri.
Ziri. And
I will be playing Maximilian, but he goes by Bull on the streets.
Pretty cool, by the way.
B-U-L-L?
Yep.
okay. So today is a very special occasion. Today is the first of the month. This is the naming day that goes on in off-campus parking. You have arrived outside of the Newport Music Hall, where there is going to be a special performance today. What is the name of your band?
The name of my band, it is a Howler band.
Yeah, but
What's the name of it?
Oh, I did not come up with a name.
A howler band.
How dare
A
you?
Howler band. I love it.
It's like insert name as the name. It's
The
fantastic.
name of your band is a Howler Band. Okay, Ziri and a Howler Band are going to be performing today at the naming day. And you,
So
having
iconic, we don't even need
escaped
a name.
from the circle, have made your way to off-campus parking, where you are hoping to receive a new name. Are you going for a synthetic sin or a fake sin?
I had paid for a fake sin.
Okay, so then fake sin it is. All right. So at this meeting, there are two other people. There is your character, Bristle, has painted a new miniature for the tabletop miniatures game Sprawl Masters.
So pretty, so shiny.
Yes. And that particular miniature is 5,000 new yen that you are to receive a certified cred stick for. Now, you're going to have to pay the people that printed and for the resin and the paints. These are all very hard to get, but this is masterful work. And the fixer from German Village that has hired you to retrieve this gave you a certified cred stick for 5,000 new yen to pay for it, and you will receive 500 new yen when you return with the miniature. And again, it can be dangerous in the Sea-Bus Sprawl. If you cross this well-known fixer, we are actually going to, this fixer's name is Tom Fool. Tom Fool is from German Village. He is a well-known fixer in German Village. And he actually operates out of the German Village Hood's guard tower. So if you cross Tom Fool, you will be kicked out of the Hood, and you will never be allowed back into the guard tower network. So this is a high dollar job that you can't really afford to double cross your fixer. Right?
Yeah.
All right, so how's this unfolding? What are you doing today?
Have I received my fake sin yet?
Not yet.
Then I am waiting patiently for like.
So you're like-
I'm like hiding in the back, but like, what's the process like? Explain to me what I'm walking into the building right like. I'm right now.
There's a
walking
queue
into the
outside that
building.
goes all the way up High Street, right up to the walls of Ori.
So then I am like right outside the door, like I
Yeah,
waited in
when it
line.
starts, they open the door, everybody floods in, they come into the main hall. But all the people who are registered for naming day, they go in, they pay their fee right there at the ticket booth, and you're given a different ticket than the people that are there to watch the show and the naming, right? You are currently in the green room backstage.
I'm probably just in there screaming.
Backstage just practicing your screaming and your howling. Do it. I want to hear it. I want to hear your
Before mine,
biggest
really?
howling roar.
I'm gonna break the
Cover
mic.
your mouth a little bit so you don't break the mic.
Are we sure this is a good idea?
Yes. Perfect.
That's fantastic.
That
I'm
was
so
great.
glad I covered that.
I like that.
That was good.
That was really good, but I'm so glad I covered my
You didn't
shirt.
even warm up for that.
Slangers.
The
That's what
Scream
we are.
Slangers.
Yep,
I
that's
thought
my
it
band.
was.
That's my band.
I thought it was a howler band.
Right now, in this moment, I just told my crew my new name.
All right,
Just now in this
Scream
moment.
Slangers.
Can we get some new signs up? Can we get some, new sign, neon, come on, a little bit brighter.
So
A little bit brighter. I don't care if the children are crying, I want the sign a little brighter.
the guy that's running the Newport Music Hall, he gives you a look. He's like, "It's not in the contract."
You want my band to play or not?
He holds up the contract, says, "You already signed."
Can I just go with a little pin and just kind of cross out my name and just...
As you start to, he just like pulls it away. He's like, "Get up there on stage."
Not gonna kill him. I'm gonna let this one go. Because we've been practicing this in therapy. We've been practicing, we've been working on this, and I'm gonna go on to stage.
Can you afford therapy?
Hey! My chest is burning. Let's do this.
All right, so you're getting ready to go out on stage. They actually want to have you playing when they open the doors to let everybody come in. So,
Give a little...
so you go in and you are warming up
Screaming
for the
into
set.
mic.
Roll perception, all three of you from outside.
Is there anybody fangirling?
Yep.
Anybody fangirling?
We're gonna see if
outside?
you can hear her screaming from outside the Newport.
It's kind of
So
hard
just
not
to confirm, I would do the 3 plus the 2 for the dice?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, you had the same pull as
And
me.
you are gonna roll something to tell me how good of a performance you
Oh,
pulled off.
beautiful. Wonderful.
What skill are you using for this roll?
Probably... So would it be influence?
I could see influence if that's what you'd like to use.
I would like to use... or should I use... I can't use charisma because that's an attribute, correct?
Well, so influence would be your charisma plus the
Okay.
skill. So
I'm
that's a
gonna
better roll
use-
to choose anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna do influence then. Okay, so it's my charisma plus my... Okay, hold
Plus the skill. Well, what's your level in the skill?
on. 2.
All right, so what your charisma plus 2 is the number of d6s you roll.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4.
As an elf, she's got some high charisma.
Oh, I just flipped that from a 5. Okay, I promise that was a 5. I just have gloves on. Okay. Oh, that's not good. So I have 3 successes and 3 fails.
Like glitches or
Glitches,
fails?
sorry. Glitches.
One's on the dice?
Yes.
Ooh.
But do they exceed more than your successes? 'Cause that's what's
No.
important.
No, they're equal. All right, so you get up on stage, and during the sound check, you blow a speaker.
As I should.
Wait, how many glitches did you roll?
3.
3? How many dice did you roll total?
10.
Then it is not a glitch. Glitches are more than half of the dice.
It's not a critical glitch.
No, critical glitch would be if you glitch and don't have any successes. If you have successes, it only matters if it is more than half of what you rolled total.
And that's where I'm going. You didn't fail. It was so much, you blew a speaker.
That's wonderful to me.
Kind of makes the guy running the joint a little mad at you.
Say he's gonna be a little mad.
But the Howlercore fans outside, when they hear the and so loud that the speaker just pops and starts ringing, there is an audible cheer from outside. People are excited that they're going to get screamed at. It's great. Good stuff.
successes.
I'm
4
like
successes.
contemplating casting silence.
You absolutely heard this. Like, oh, dang. And you heard the big pop in the speaker, the whole 9 yards. What about you?
No
Some smoke
glitches, no
coming up.
successes. Or no ones, no successes.
Some
You're so
smoke from under
focused
the
on what you're
door.
doing right now that you're not paying any attention because there's a lot of noise going on around the place. You're really looking for.
I'm making sure I'm not in danger.
Because you are carrying a certain cred stick.
It's OCP, and I've got cash on me, like it, you know.
And that's real good. You do want to pay attention to what's going on, and you completely miss the screaming and the howling and the popped speaker, and then you see the crowd cheer, and you're like, oh my God, what the hell is happening? You heard it. What'd you roll?
I rolled 2 successes, no glitches.
Roll astral for me.
I broke the sound barrier to the gods.
What did we decide? Okay, so 2 and then 8. So I get
2 successes.
2 success, 3 successes. Yeah. And 1 glitch.
So what happens then is when that scream goes off, you actually see a shimmer in the astral plane.
It's the honeymoon.
And then that big pop from the speaker popping is like a flash to you, and you're just completely snapped out of it.
Was it a
It seems
gold
almost
shimmer?
like the sound of howlers is almost like a beacon in the astral plane. She
Hey, I
doesn't
know
know
what
that.
that's like.
She's been like listening to howlers, grew up
Oh, yeah.
listening, so she's like, oh, I can do this. She sounds just like one. A howler sounds kind of like a cross between a coyote and a banshee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I sound just about every day.
But you are a banshee and a coyote.
Yeah.
You're actually 3 raccoons stuffed into a coyote.
So just to
Whoa.
clarify,
Yes.
Not a coyote, the 3
her,
records.
her screaming is attracting things in the astral plane.
It would if it was a continual thing, right?
Okay.
You see the shimmer
But guess who's about to
in the
have a
astral
concert?
plane. She knows nothing about it. She's a completely mundane person. She doesn't know that howler screams shake the astral.
Okay, so Howlercore music would in essence
Howlercore
do the
music
same?
would do the same thing.
Okay,
But that would explain why people love Howlercore,
that would.
especially magic-y people.
Magic.
Yeah.
Oh, so I would probably like it actually then.
Potentially.
Everyone
Totally
likes
up to you.
music. I
Okay,
like it.
so you're still in line. Where are you waiting?
I think first thing I'm doing is I'm trying to see if I can find the contact that I've been sent to find.
You were standing there looking around, and I'm gonna say you have the bland characteristic, right?
Can't see
You
me
don't
from
see her
space.
anywhere at all. However, how does your character's persona, like, you still look like you're from the village, right?
No, not really. I mean, he's definitely kind of. So he's gonna be, dressed in very like punk, cyberpunk kind of.
You look like a
accoutrement.
concert goer.
He he's got the vest, and he's got the ripped jeans and all that kind of stuff. So he definitely doesn't look like he's from like German Village or anything like that.
Okay.
But he would probably stand out in a crowd because he's built like a brick house, right? Like he's.
Do you dress nice though? Because OCP, they're really dirt poor.
Oh yeah, no, he does not dress nice.
Okay.
Like I said, he's definitely. It's a thing where his family is from German Village. He probably lives, if I had to guess, probably like in one of the much poorer areas. But he kind of has that look to him where he's built like a brick house. He probably stands out just a little bit because he is like 7 feet of muscle.
So you received explicit instructions from your fixer, from Tom Fool.
Yeah.
And those instructions were like, and just described the person you're looking for to a T.
Yeah.
And you're looking around, you see like 100 different people that fit that description.
Could I do a perception?
Sure.
I have a better name for my band. The Savage Screamers.
You already said the Scream Slingers.
That is 1 success.
1 success. All right. You spot someone in the crowd that kind of matches the description. And as you're looking, you do see that they're carrying a little case with them.
So I mean, I would assume I've been given a name, either a call sign that you go by, or
What's
if
your
you
call
operate,
sign?
or if you operate as your own.
I go by Bristle.
You do? Okay, cool. So, Bristle.
So I'm gonna walk towards what I hope is Bristle, and
He got the stuff.
So, you see the person that you're looking for stands out. In fact, I would say you've probably delivered to this exact person before. Roll me a d6.
This one, okay. Okay, let's do this one. 2.
You have delivered to this person twice before. You recognize them. You have no idea this is the same person.
I love and hate when that happens.
All right, so you see them, plain as day. You gonna go approach him?
I'm curious to know if he's going to the right person or not.
Yeah, he rolled a 1. He spotted you and he sees the little case and he's like, oh, maybe that's the right person.
Max!
Bristle, right?
Yep.
We sure?
You have no recollection
Yeah,
of
I
her
mean-
face whatsoever.
You got the. All
Frank,
right.
what do you think? So
nice.
I want to take a glimpse.
It's nice. I got your creds right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand off the cred stick and take my mini.
Gold stick.
All right, right then, roll me another roll for your performance because it's starting now.
All right, let's do this. Sorry, I was trying to fit a ring onto my finger. It's a very beautiful ring. I'm very rich. So it's my performance, yes. So it'd be the same amount of die. It'd still be.
And I need perception from both of you. This one's gonna be super easy.
I'm used to this.
Yeah, that is 3 successes.
Woo! Nice.
Yes. 3.
That is 1 success and 1 glitch.
Well, so again, a glitch is only if it's more than half.
Right.
Okay,
Ones don't
so-
matter. It just has to be if it is if.
And this
you
is a
roll-
super easy roll. This one is a
Success.
1.
Yeah.
If the concert has started,
Wait.
doors open.
What's up?
Oh, so a glitch is only more.
Yeah, you only glitch if more than half of what you roll are ones.
Okay.
Which is why when you have like 10 dice, it's much harder to glitch.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
But if it was like where you're rolling 2 dice
If you're
for
rolling
a
2 dice,
hospital
yeah.
or a
Okay.
medical
Yeah,
thing.
the more dice you're rolling, the less of a chance you have of actually glitching. Glitches are
Okay.
only if
So
half
then-
or more.
If you roll just like 3 successes and then 1, then.
Then it's not a glitch; it's just a success.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then conversely, if you roll no successes and you roll more than half, that's a critical glitch. That's really bad.
Yep.
Okay.
And it is a fun mechanic to let me know how many ones you roll.
That's what I thought we were supposed to do because
Yeah, that's
it
what I
like
thought we
lets
were
you
doing.
like.
But that
you get
doesn't
what
mean you
want,
fail. It
but
just lets me color the interaction a little.
Okay.
That's why I've been
Yeah.
saying them out loud. It's like
That's, I thought ones were the glitches.
No, it's
No,
not a
no.
glitch. That's
Okay.
just letting me know the way that this looks.
Okay.
It helps me to make a more flavorful mechanic.
So for the language, then, how do we keep it clear? Because a glitch is if it's more
So
than half of one.
Tell me how many of those are ones,
Okay.
and then if it's more than half of what you need.
3 successes
Well, I guess
and 1.
I guess for
Is that
me,
how you
I guess
want
that's
to
kind
say
of what the point of like the successes are. The more successes you have, the better it is. Whereas the less successes you have, the worse it is.
Yeah.
So I think that's more important to know than how many ones you have. Because again, right, the
I
ones
need-
are just more
for
about.
me, I want both, just because the
say
successes are
fails?
about you,
successes
but
and
the
fails.
ones that are in the environment help me to flavor the
So
environment
3
and not what
successes,
happened.
1 fail, no glitches.
It's not a fail.
Well, no,
3
it's not.
successes and a 1.
Okay.
Well, like I said, I guess for me that's just kind of one of those things where it's like mechanically that's not how that works. But if that's how we want to run it, that's how we want to run it.
It just makes it a little easier for me.
Just
fun
because
because I
again,
think
like I
it's
said,
like a
the
story.
way you want to run it, the number of successes is kind of what does it. If you set your threshold at 3 and I passed it at 3, you might be able to flavor it that way. But whereas if it's like 3 to 5, it just depends on how.
Like I blew it. I did so good. I blew the speaker.
Right,
But
it wasn't
that
a fail.
that one is he's a little mad at you.
No, he was mad that the speaker's blown,
Yeah.
but this is acceptable. It's not a failure.
Yeah.
This is
right.
just giving me
adds
context
a little
for the
flavor
scene.
of like the guy
I
gives you a
see.
small glitch.
Okay.
Kind of like you have abilities that aren't rolled,
Yeah.
right? Those abilities, you let me know that you have them when you make the roll, and that colors the scene.
Yeah.
because this is more narrative than some of the other RPGs we play.
Yeah.
I guess I was just trying to figure out how to, like Ash was asking, language-wise, how to do that.
So for now, I would say I tell you the threshold, and if you rolled ones that exceed that threshold, you let me know there's a glitch.
Okay. Do you still want us to let you know how many ones we have?
If it's significant, sure.
Okay.
If not,
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's just kind of the whole thing. Is it's like the ones really only matter if they are either more than your successes, and even then, like mechanically, that's not quite how that works. But it's kind of just a thing of like, if more than half of the dice that you roll, so if you're rolling 5 dice and you roll 3 ones, that's a glitch. That's like a bad thing happens.
Yeah.
Whereas, and you can have that and still succeed, right? So you can roll, let's say, 10 dice, and five of those are successes, and 5 of those are ones. Let's just in extremes, and you can succeed and still glitch.
Okay.
It's just, as far as the ones go, it doesn't really matter that much, more so than just successes.
right.
I see. Okay.
Okay, so you heard.
Can we should probably cut most of that explanation
Hey,
out.
Don't worry about it. I'm editing this. All right, so you hear the scream and the concert started. They open the door and they're letting you in, and suddenly the whole crowd is like pushing against you. Now you're kind of caught in the middle of it, and they're all just thronging to get into the Newport. Are you guys going to resist the crowd? You notice the crowd is so thick, you might be able to get in without even paying for a ticket if you did.
I was
right?
just gonna roll with it.
I'm
I wasn't
staying
even
like on
thinking
the
of that.
edges.
I'm probably resisting, and it's probably gonna be really quite hard to push me because I am a big man.
I'm also trying to stay more for the naming day stuff, not the concert.
Yeah, they're just kind of like opening with a concert, and then they have the naming ceremony, and then they finish with the rest of the concert.
Okay.
So she's like playing the music while y'all are coming in, right?
I see.
Welcome.
Are you going to resist the crowd, or are you going to try and just get in for free to this really cool show?
I mean, at this point, I've got this that I have to deliver, and I'd rather it not get busted up, and all of that. So, yeah, I'm gonna be kind of resisting the tide.
All right, cool. You're just
I'm
letting
rolling with it.
You're rolling with it. All right, so you're in the front door. You're over at the box office, and the actual act of getting your fake sin happens right there. You pay for it. They ask for your new name. They give you the fake sin right there, and then you're expected to go up on the stage and announce who you are, and everybody claps and cheers, right?
Okay.
So you go up. People are pushing on into the Newport, but you're at this section where you get your fake sin. You've signed the paperwork. You get that done, and then in the middle of it all, an alarm goes off. Right in the middle of your show. Roll astral for me.
That's not part of my pyrotechnics. I'm supposed to be the main scene.
I'm expecting a little phone alarm.
A little
So she would not have any idea what an Ori alarm means, but
I have security systems if it's
I
wrong.
also
do.
have security systems.
so both of you were too engrossed in your performance for this, but you can roll security systems.
Yeah. So, do we want that as like a perception thing, or
Let's do a perception thing,
Yeah.
and because you have security systems, it will add to the flavor if you succeed.
4 successes for Astral.
Okay, perfect. I'll get to that in a second.
And Rick.
2 successes?
I'm so proud of you.
That is definitely an Ori alarm going off. You've heard it before because you grew up not too far from Medplex. There is an astral creature nearby. And you're not sure which one it is.
This one's on me, guys.
But the last time that you heard an alarm like this, it was a Wendigo.
Oh.
Nice.
Safety in numbers.
So you're going on your performance, you're just inside the front door. You're standing inside, and with your 4, you look over and you see in the floor, almost like a crater forms, like when a drop of water hits water, it ripples in an initial crater. In the astral, as she's howling, you see a and as it claps back together, emerging from the ground in the middle of the room is a Wendigo.
Would I know if her howling is what summoned the Wendigo?
Let's roll. Let's roll for it. What would you like to use? Probably something from the sorcery group. What do you want to use to determine this? Maybe conjuring? Is that what's it called?
I can see that. Yeah.
I can see conjuring.
Do you have conjuring?
I do not. I didn't know that was a skill. Would that be under sorcery?
So conjuring is just like is its own thing.
Yeah.
So basically, there's kind of different subsections for different sections of magic. I would probably just run it as like an astral test
Yeah, let's do it. Do another astral test. That sounds like a good idea.
for like
Yeah,
generalized
so like
knowledge stuff.
for my personal like magic skills that I have sorcery and astral, and then as like a flavorful knowledge skill that I took Arcana.
Cool.
Nice.
All right, let's roll general astral.
Huh. Interesting.
Nothing.
No, there's
Well,
one
there's-
success and 2 ones.
Oh yeah, 1 success and 2 ones. So
All right, so you recognize that this is a magical creature clawing its way out of the floor. And growing up, your mother taught you about these creatures. And I will say you have, it matches some of the stories you've heard of the Wendigo. You are just inside, and you see a person 25 feet ahead of you lift up off the floor, and their bowels come flying out of their belly as some invisible force lifts them off the ground, and the crowd starts screaming, and people can't tell whether it's because they're loving the music or something terrible has happened. You see someone in the audience lift off the ground and their guts look like they just explode, but you see it from behind. A hole opens up in the back of their, right between above their hips, as if something just shoved right through
A
them.
Wendigo just wanted to hear my music. You guys are overreacting. They got a little excited. If we can get
How would you
security
know
to
what a
aisle 3,
Wendigo is?
section 8, please.
How would you know what a Wendigo is?
As someone who has been around Howlercore
Okay.
my entire life, I feel as if I'm almost like, it's normal at this point. I've been seeing so much Howler and singing so much Howler. Not normal, but
I don't think it'd be normal
it's
because
fine.
I don't think it'd be normal because there's the whole kind of thing with the hoods is that they're all magically protected in some way so that this doesn't happen. This is
Right.
probably something that you've not ever seen
So-
before.
I would.
If you were running in the Barrens and you are like aspiring to be a Henry,
Yeah.
you've probably heard stories
seen
of
a few,
Wendigos.
yeah.
But if you had ever encountered one, you'd probably be dead.
Yeah, I figure these are probably stories that she and her friends have shared over drinks.
Because a Wendigo is not a minor monster, you've heard of them.
It's a really cool special effect.
So, if you would like to figure out if you know what's happening, I'll let you roll that.
Okay, so
What would
I'll
you
probably
use
do
as a skill to...
probably perception.
What would be the equivalent of a history skill for this?
Memory.
Memory? Roll memory instead.
Memory is up here though, yes? So it'd be an
Yes.
attribute.
Yeah, it's 2 attributes added together.
It should be logic and intuition,
6.
right?
Logic and intuition?
I believe so. Yes.
Go ahead and roll logic and intuition added together. Let's see if you know what this thing is.
DM question.
Yes.
Is this a magic free zone?
It technically is frowned on because you are in a major populated area, but
Given the
OCP
circumstances?
OCP is an area that's kind of lawless. It is the most lawless hood around.
Again, it's the whole thought process of like, is it frowned upon? Yes, but are they really going to do anything? No, not really, because
There's
it's
a
not in their
Wendigo.
it's not
There's
their
a Wendigo.
problem.
Okay.
Well, it's even less that there's the Wendigo there. It's
They
literally
don't
that
care
you're an
about 10
OCP.
feet in front of them.
As long as you don't cross into ORI, they don't care. which is
Yeah.
why it's so lawless. So like it's frowned upon as like, yeah, should you? No, probably not. Do the circumstances warrant it? Yeah, probably. Or are I going to do anything either way? No, probably not.
Okay.
No, probably not.
The
two
only way
successes.
they would get involved is if the manager of Newport has a contract with them.
No
The
magic
brutes
summoning.
would
We
show
talked
up
about
and
this.
they would go at it. But you don't know anything about that. So
No, I don't.
you see the Wendigo. You're the only one that sees it.
That makes sense. Okay.
You see someone lifted off the ground.
I got 2 successes.
Yeah, you see someone
I-
lifted off the ground.
I will say, on hearing the alarm and kind of realizing, I'm going to kind of put my hand on my Ares Predator
All right.
and big heavy pistol.
People come running out of the Newport past you. You get thronged right up against the wall. The room is clearing out.
At this point, I probably stopped singing at least.
You stop. Okay, so you stop the script, but your band is still playing.
Yeah.
They don't see what you see.
I'm just seeing it like.
What do you do? Let's. You know what? This is a combat. Let's roll initiative.
All right.
So this is going to be reaction plus intuition number of D6.
Yes, you should have it written down.
Yes, I do.
So mine is so it's basically you're gonna roll 1d6 and then add it to whatever that number is.
Oh,
So
okay,
I'm going to
okay.
roll one set for the Wendigo and one set for security.
We are 7.
10.
6.
I'm going before you at least.
So I
only
roll
rolled
8
one.
dice, yes?
No.
No.
You're going to roll 1 dice and then you're going to add it to whatever your initiative number is.
That's actually really unfortunate because I'm the only one that can see this thing.
10.
Time.
So I'm using one color for one of the sides and a different color for the other.
Okay. These are the spells that I think will be useful for this.
I love
Okay,
how you're
that
just
one's good.
organizing your weapons.
All right, so the Wendigo is definitely going to act first.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
not
still
surprised.
outside,
We
so
love
I'm
that.
safe.
This guy that's lifted in the air is ripped in half.
My favorite.
And one half is thrown against that wall, and the other half is thrown against that wall, and another person who's running away is lifted into the air. You just see their feet kicking. You look over, you see these two halves of a body go flying in each direction, and suddenly another person's lifted off the ground 20 feet from you. You saw the Wendigo rip someone in half, and now they just grabbed another person.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, it's probably at this point like manifesting, so we'll probably be able to see it because the whole thing is like the astral and the mortal realm are two separate things and they cannot interact until
Yeah.
you manifest. So once this guy is ripped in half, we probably see it.
Yeah,
What
as
probably
soon
happened
as
is
the
you
blood
saw like, the
splatters.
Wendigo as it starts to pick this guy up, and then as everything is going, now we can see everything.
Now it is using an ability to try to mask itself, but at this
Not doing
point,
a very
because
good
it
job of
did
being
just rip
subtle.
somebody in half, that's when it would materialize.
Yep.
Okay.
And you see it swat and pick somebody up off the ground 20 feet from you. Now your band sees it. Do they keep playing?
You know,
Because this is really metal.
It's
I'm-
really metal.
I'm really
It
not
sounds
wanting
like
to-
I really
Scene.
feel like he'd see it. My drummer would probably see it. And just,
You lost an ear.
I feel like in the back of your head, you're like, I can't wait to tell the guys over drinks tonight.
So you just keep howling and screaming, or do you like, you're like, oh
it's
man, I get some
more passion.
notoriety for this. I say it like this though, remember, you're aspiring to be a Henry.
Look, I'm probably screaming half out of fear, half out of the music, and just like not music, just straight screaming into the mic.
Okay.
It's probably not helping with the chaos of the whole thing. I'm not very helpful.
So what's your initiative?
6.
6? All right, what's yours?
10.
My guy is shredding the
What's yours?
strings on his guitar. 10.
Which one of you has a higher reaction and intuition combined?
I have an 8.
8.
All right, which one of you wants to go first?
Yes.
Go for it.
All right, and then what do you have?
7.
I said dib.
I did not roll
So
very high.
the
I
Wendigo
don't want to fight a Wendigo.
goes first.
You? Aww.
It was quiet enough. I don't think the mic picked it up, but I still have to sacrifice.
The alarms
them.
are going off, and immediately you know, like the Ori alarms are going
Yeah.
off, and you're close enough to Ori. You would like, bro, this is about to get heated, and then it would click. If I kill this, I might get paid.
Well, because here's the thing that I don't know if my character. Well, can I do a memory test to figure out if my character knows kind of
Sure, go right ahead.
how valuable that is? Cool. So that is for me 9 dice, and I get 1 edge to spend on logic stuff. 3.
Where on earth is my index? I guess I better go to the table
Oh,
of
well,
contents, huh?
that is 6 successes.
6. Ooh, nice. And what is the entirety of what you're trying to accomplish?
Well, and this is more so just, does my character understand how valuable this is? Because I know in the book there's a thing about Wendigo
You know
claws
that if
being
you get a
like very
claw from this
valuable.
thing, that is pricey. You're not sure the exact amount. You know if you can score 1 Wendigo claw, you would not only gain notoriety, but that's worth some cred in every way.
Which my character wants both of, because my character is trying to get into the land at some
Okay.
point.
All right. So you're welcome to do that. The next up in the initiative order is going to be you. What do you do?
So, in terms of my concert, I'm going to probably have my Howlercore scream box.
Okay.
I want to both up the sound of my music. It's important for my career. And destroy this thing. So I will probably use it. Or should I not? Because there's a lot of people in the crowd, and it'll probably hurt a lot
There's
of people.
not really a lot of people in the crowd.
Yeah,
They're
everyone's
clearing
covered.
out.
They're clearing out.
Everyone's cleared.
Yeah.
So,
So, if everybody here would real quick roll memory, this is going to be a very difficult roll, and see what you know about Wendigos.
Can I use my roll from just now, since I was recalling information about Wendigos?
I'll let you go with that 6.
So,
that actually
it
is the
would
threshold
be,
that I had in
the
mind.
memory would be,
So you know what a Wendigo is.
it wouldn't just
Absolutely.
be the side.
You've never seen one,
Oh, for sure.
and you're like, oh my god, this is it. This is my moment.
Also
3 successes.
I'm sorry.
Not enough.
Memory.
Not enough.
Memory. It
To
wouldn't be
know
6.
everything
You're
about it,
rolling all 6
you
dice.
recognize
Okay,
this
making
is a
sure that I
mythological
didn't have
creature.
adding. I also have 3 successes.
Yeah. So,
have
you
three
know this is a
successes.
mythological creature, one of the ones you've heard about. You've never seen this exact kind of thing before. You've seen pictures.
Yeah, I probably surfed the Matrix
4
a little bit.
successes.
I
0,
would
1.
say
Oh, I have 1 more.
with 4 successes, it still doesn't meet the threshold to know everything about a Wendigo. But you would go, oh wait, I've heard about. You can't recall the name, but you can recall the description from people that you thought were crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Does sonic damage do anything to them?
You, if you had rolled a 6, would know that.
yeah, I
Roll a
probably.
6. Wait, hold on. Roll a 6.
No, six successes.
Astral instead to try to know things about the Wendigo.
Remember, 5 counts as success.
If you roll astral, I'll let you be able to directly observe things about this Wendigo,
Okay.
but not long-standing memories about it.
Fair enough.
go
I'll
ahead.
accept that.
Yeah, my character's probably done enough surfing on the Matrix to know a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
Memory is 9.
yeah, because it's logic, I believe, and intuition. My logic is 6.
That's 3 1s and 1 success, so that's a no.
Yeah, you're like, what is this?
Yeah.
No
I know
clue
that.
whatsoever.
That's a grizzly bear.
So what are you doing? While she stares at the grizzly
a
bear.
little house cat.
awesome.
A giant
A
house.
giant house cat.
So I'm going to do my Howler.
It looks like cross between a human and a deer, but a skeletal head with
Okay.
teeth.
I love Wendigos. They're super cool.
Super scary.
So I'll tell you guys about that later. Should we cut this part out?
No, come on, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
'Cause I wanted to make a joke.
What are you doing?
I'm doing my Howler Scream Box.
All right, roll it. Roll
How
it.
do I roll that? Okay, so
Okay, so what skill does it go off of?
it goes off of, let me turn here. Exotic.
Okay, do you have the exotic skill? Did you take the exotic skill?
I'm not the smartest person. I definitely thought I did.
Well,
I did not.
and here's the problem. The exotic skill you cannot do untrained.
Ooh.
So I will say this. You got your hands on one of these scream boxes and you don't know how it works. You literally just grab it and scream into it all the time. And that's how you accidentally summoned a Wendigo.
I didn't take the exotic skill. I took everything else. I took close combat, firearms, all kinds of stuff.
Well,
Here's what I'll do then, because it does make sense for your character. I will let you roll 1d6. And when it comes time to level up, if you want to actually use this weapon, you're going to need
have
to
to
take
put-
the exotic skill.
which will take
I got
time
5.
and XP.
You got a 5. Okay, cool. You got it.
I got it? Okay,
What's the
cool.
damage on it?
Damage is
Let me
this
roll the
DB.
Wendigo's body.
6SE.
Well, actually, he's going to use his reaction first.
Okay. Yeah, oh yeah, 'cause he gets to.
I'm about to mess it up.
Here's the thing: if he rolls more than one success, you don't hit.
Dang.
So, reaction
I have a chance.
plus intuition is his defense.
Yep.
Let me just double check. All right, so he gets to roll 10d6 for this.
He's not gonna make it. Fine.
All right, let's see if
character
this
idea?
Wendigo survives your scream.
Nothing.
Oh my god.
8 successes.
Bad, oh my god.
Completely
I'm very
unaffected.
glad that he wasted
us.
all those
I
on
get the
this
feeling he
screen
kind of like dodged out of the way.
Yeah.
box. I know. I imagine it's like a little, you know, like a fly above
Put your
it.
head bang into it.
Yeah.
He's like,
So there, doesn't hit him at all. He just like kind of turns. It's like you're like, well, that didn't work.
still
All right.
screaming into the mic, like.
I know you're still screaming at it. All right, what do you do?
I don't know what to do because all I've got on me is a peacekeeper.
The stun gun?
That's it.
The
That's
guard
the
tower
only weapon you have. That's the only weapon you have.
any of your drones?
Did I have reason to think I needed to? Maybe
Probably
my
not.
dog.
Probably not.
You might have your dog with you. That would make
Don't get
sense.
that dog killed, I swear.
It's a robot. You
I
can repair
will
it.
quit this game.
I can repair it.
Jade loves animals.
I do too.
Do you want to sick your drone on it? You can jump in.
But what reason do you have to jump into the fight?
That's what I'm thinking.
So
is like, I
jumping
don't-
in is a term for a rigger that instantly jacks into
Yeah.
a drone or a vehicle.
Basically, you connect your
You just
brain
reach
track
back.
into your console. So basically, think of it like this: she has a cable in her
Yeah.
head that she can take and connect it into the controller of her drone
Yeah.
to be able to control the drone.
Yeah.
That's what jumping in is.
Mm-hmm.
Jumping in is the act of taking that cord and plugging it into.
Oh,
your-
cool.
your-
That's
So
cool.
you gonna jump into the drone?
Sure.
Okay.
do?
What is the jumping in skill?
That would be.
Sorry, this is the first time that I've run Shadowrun, so
It's
Let's
the first
find
time I've had a
out
jump
for
dog.
you.
I love how the tail's an antenna.
I'm pretty sure it is after the hacking stuff, so let me tell you.
Question
Rigging.
for drain value for the spells. What is it draining?
you're stunned.
I know I've equipped a weapon onto the jump dog.
So when jumped into a drone, a rigger would use piloting plus intuition as opposed to piloting plus reaction. Should the rigger be present in a vehicle that crashes, they would still use their body attribute to resist crash as they are physically present in the vehicle. So basically what's going to happen is you're going to replace, when you do things, you're going to replace whatever the physical attribute that you would use with the mental attribute. So if it's a body, you're going to use your willpower. If it's strength, you're going to use charisma. If it's agility, you're going to use logic. And if it's reaction, you're going to use intuition.
So
Okay.
you essentially
So piloting and
become
intuition.
the robot dog.
Okay.
Your body just kind of stands there, and you are in total control of this robot dog.
Yes.
Okay.
And physical damage to the dog basically turns into feedback to you,
Ouch, that's gonna stink.
which is not physical damage, it's stun damage.
I'm
Kind of like drain.
pretty sure I gave this dog a weapon. Just checking real quick.
Well, first you need to roll to jack in, to jump
Okay.
in. Make sure you succeed on this round.
2 successes.
All right, that's good enough. You interface with this dog a lot. Pop, you're in the dog. What's the dog doing? So your major action was the jump. No, your minor action was the jump in. You get one major action now.
Oh, it was a AK, what was it, a 97?
Is that what the dog has?
Yeah.
Would you give the dog a gun?
to my dog and to the game night.
So your AK-40, your AK-97 pops up out of the top of the dog's back.
Yes.
All right, you're gonna attack the Wendigo with an AK-97. You're right ahead.
God.
Yes. So one thing.
What is this game?
One thing to note about that.
Wait, is that, that's
It-
in,
My dog's gonna take an
It's in this one.
AK-47 to you.
It has semi-automatic, burst fire, and fully automatic, and that will modify the damage you're doing as well as the attack value you have and stuff.
what page is that?
So the rifle itself is on 258,
Thank you.
and then the combat is on 108, and that's going to tell you what single,
is so
semi-automatic, and burst
fantastic.
fire, and
I'm
full
loving
automatic
this
do.
already.
2058.
This is a great system. I'm just saying.
Oh, I love Shadowrun system, personally.
Yeah, it's a steep learning curve, but it is fun what you can do.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so you're shooting the Wendigo with your dog, with your major action.
Yeah.
What'd you do today? Oh, I shot a Wendigo with a robot dog using an AK-97.
Alright, what's essay mode?
Semi-automatic.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
So you have
Okay.
semi-automatic, burst fire, or fully automatic. Semi-automatic is going to do two rounds when you shoot it, which is relevant just because you do need to keep track of your ammo.
You mentioned it was 20 feet from me. Is that near or far?
It's about 20 feet from you. That is a kind of a middle distance, closer to near than far.
Well, so it is by meters. That is the thing that we do need to.
So by meters, 20 feet, you're talking 4 meters.
4 meters, and that is near. Near is
That's
4
near?
to 50.
Okay.
So when you with semi-automatic, you fire 2 rounds, and you decrease attack rating by 2, but damage by 1. So or damage increases by 1. So if you're shooting semi-automatic, your damage would go up to 6, but your attack rating at near would go down to 9.
So you roll 9.
No. So when you're comparing to get your edge, you're going to compare that 9 to whatever the Wendigo's defense is.
All right, so the Wendigo's defense
To determine if you get edge.
Is
If
I
you
don't
do,
even know how these numbers.
The Wendigo's defense is 8.
Okay.
So you have 1 more than its defense. So
Okay.
there is no
So no
edge
edge.
generated.
Okay.
so you're going to basically when you want to fire, it is going to be the firearms skill, which for you is determined by the software on your robot that we picked out. And then it is going to be agility, which for rigging will swap to, I don't remember what I said, but I can tell you now, to logic.
Software for drones. We got clear sight, evasion, maneuvering, stealth, and weapon targeting. We do have weapon targeting.
Weapon targeting.
What-
Rank 6.
Rank 6, okay, so it's
Yep.
going to be 6 plus whatever your logic skill is.
Oh, 6 dice?
6
Plus
dice
logic.
plus logic.
Dope.
That's a good shot.
10.
Remember, he's got defensive 8.
So
Eight.
defensive 8, well that only matters when you're figuring out edge. So
Right.
He doesn't get any extra edge. It's
His
gonna be-
reaction is pretty high too.
Yes.
And 10.
That's cockeyed. Okay, so I got 3 successes.
Okay. So now he's going to get his
He gets
defense.
9.
Yep.
Alrighty. he has a glitch.
What?
2 successes and 5 ones.
So, you succeeded with 1 success net. So your damage on your AK-97, you did it as semi-automatic, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then that's
Does it have any
6
special
damage.
attributes to your gun, or
plus-
is this burst fire is the special attribute?
It's just one of the shooting modes you get.
I'm just trying to determine the reaction from the way
Yep.
to go.
As far as special things, no, not unless she bought special ammo, which I don't think she did.
No, I didn't know how to spend my money.
That's fine. So your current damage is 7, basically, because you get 1 from doing semi-automatic fire, and then 1 from your success. And it's base of 5.
That's the repeat that face.
Okay, so your damage is a base of 5 on the AK-97. For
Okay,
going
base
into
of 5, okay.
so going into shooting in semi-automatic lets you take a -2 to your attack rating to give a +1 to your damage. Your damage is now 6 from 5.
Okay.
Then you succeeded once because you had 3 successes. He had 2 successes. That nets out to 1.
Okay.
So you're going up to 7 damage.
Repetition.
So 7
will make
damage,
us think.
and he has body of 7. So we're
Sounds
gonna
like
roll this and
roll.
see how much goes through. No successes at all.
Good boy.
And 3 ones.
Well, that's not a glitch.
It's not a
You get
glitch,
the gear treatment.
but he did glitch on the
But he
defense.
did glitch on the defense. And
Who wants
I
I don't
am
know if
going
it
to
actually
say
does
then the
anything.
way that glitch is going to manifest is you caught him off guard. He's never been shot at by one of these dogs before.
Who wants the oil?
He's like, what on earth? What your damage was? What?
7. Correct?
7 damage.
You tore him up pretty bad just on the very first attack.
Yeah, I mean,
With a dog.
I mean,
With a
it took two AK shots. Like,
It
Because
did.
otherwise, I only had a peacekeeper on me.
Keep that dog with you.
All right, you're up.
The dog is more useful than you are.
Hey.
2 questions.
I'm in the
We have
dog,
to-
right?
Wait, hold on. Which of you is 6 and 7? You had a 6?
she had 6. I'm
No,
sorry.
then he's up. My apologies.
Okay.
No.
So I'm going to enter the hall.
You see a jacked dwarf standing by the front door.
Yeah.
You coming in the front door, you can see a Wendigo, and he has someone in his hands, and this dog just and hit him.
Yep. So that's going to be at near, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So then let me check one thing. My attack value on near, I have written down here.
Can't believe he glitched. My first creature roll got a glitch.
So I'm going to be pulling my Ares and shooting at him.
Okay.
So first off, my dice pool is 5. My attack value is 14.
Nice.
I have a smart gun that is jacked into my eyes.
I need also. Do you know where the regeneration skill is in your or ability?
Not off the top of my head. I can find it
Because
for
he
you.
has regenerate, and I need to make sure I'm doing it right.
Yeah, I can find it for you. I just need to check a couple things real quick.
Yeah, it's not in the index, and I can't remember where it is. I think it happens on his turn. But
I would assume so, yes.
a minute. Let's get through this round.
Yeah. So if you're using Smart Link, attack rating by 2. Yeah, so it's just increases my attack rating. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to be firing my gun.
Okay.
So I'm going to have 14 to his defense of what?
I believe it's 10.
If it was 10, all right. So I will get 1 point of edge.
Yes, it's 10. No, it's 9.
9. Either way, I get a point of
Intuition
edge.
and reaction. Yes, 9.
And then, because I am coming into the hall, would I get some sort of surprise to get another point of edge, by chance?
If you go into the main hall, where he poses a threat to you, I would say yes. If you stay out in the hallway next to the rigger, no.
All right, that's fine. So I've got 3 successes right now, and I will spend that point of edge to just have 3 successes.
He has 1 success.
Okay, so that's 2 successes. So I'm also firing in semi-automatic, so that is going to be 4 plus 2 is 6 damage. Yeah, 6 damage.
You will reduce that by 3.
We will be taking 3 damage.
Wow.
How'd you do worse than a dog with a gun?
Well, because that gun is a lot larger than my gun. I
That's
have
a
3 pistols.
huge
Big
gun.
gun.
Okay.
In fact, like, her brandishing that in this context would be considered a crime if there wasn't a Wendigo.
There was, yeah.
Like, this is one of those, you
That's
know, you're
why
not allowed
we
to
had
have
a
that,
peacekeeper
but
on me.
AK-97 is legal. You just have to have a license.
It's true. Do you have the license? is
We
the
bought
Yes, I
we
do.
bought the license, yes.
Fake license
All right.
or real license?
It is a fake
Rail.
license.
So if
Remember we bought the fake license for us?
If put under scrutiny, she'd probably be in trouble.
What level?
But-
We
Because it's a
bought a level 6
Wendigo.
license.
Oh, good one.
Oh.
yeah,
Okay,
because,
so mine under scrutiny, I'd be under trouble.
Yes.
But
in the circumstances though,
In the circumstances.
they wouldn't
have
even
one?
scrutinize it. If she brandished her license, they'd be like, whatever, you killed a Wendigo. That's if you kill the Wendigo.
It's also OCP, so it kind of doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, this is the
But-
one zone where you probably get away with it.
Everyone's gonna
Everybody's
talk
got a
about it for the
shiv.
next week,
Yeah.
you know.
All right,
but-
so you shot at him, and now it's your turn before the Wendigo
Okay.
goes.
You're also a minis painter. No one's gonna really mess with you.
Question.
Oh.
Yeah,
well,
so-
2 questions. Does shrapnel blast work in buildings?
If there's shrapnel to blast, and there happens to be a blown speaker.
That was going to be my next question. Is there shrapnel around me?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. So would this be considered a typical street or a junk-filled street?
This is
Or a clean street?
a clean street, except where the speaker exploded. There's some debris. Otherwise, it's clean.
It only matters because of how much strain it puts on me.
Okay. It is a clean street, essentially, because you're indoors.
Awesome.
It's OCP, but
I'm going to
This is
do-
cleaner than the rest of OCP. The Newport, they
Why
take
you
care
gotta
of
keep it
business.
clean?
I'm going to do shrapnel blast at it
Excellent.
and blast that speaker at it.
Okay, and then what is the attack roll?
It did not look listed. That was something that was not listed.
Can I
in the
see it
book.
real quick? Do you have yours?
This is all that was written in the book.
I just see the lead manager looking at like this whole thing going on like this is gonna help the insurance.
Okay, so it is going to be a magical attack. Any magic attack will follow the
So
same
how would
principle.
I do that?
Magic attacks are your sorcery skill
Okay.
and the attribute attached to it.
So 10 dice for me.
Alrighty, and this is going to be again reaction and intuition. That's a
If I
9.
would have realized that your was not exotic, I would have given you more.
I should have thought about it. I didn't see it. So
I didn't think about it.
Yeah, me either.
That's
It makes
okay.
Complete sense.
You guys will be able to level up a little bit,
Yeah.
and you'll be able to take that.
Like, well,
I'm
how
not
much,
upset about it. I
How
was
much
just
karma did
like-
we leave you with?
All right,
Did you
so how many
leave
hits
with,
you
like,
got?
5?
2.
Yeah, 5.
Oh, you should
And
be
he's
with
also had 2 successes and 3 ones.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's scary.
So he's going to block it, but he is puzzled as to, like, what on earth? This isn't normal. I was told there would be lunch, and I show up, and they're shooting at me with robot dogs. This guy pulled out a pistol.
And this one won't
this
stop
one with
screaming.
a pumpkin is over here slinging spells at me, and this fool on this Wendigo is not having a good day. So this Wendigo is going to bite the head, or attempt to bite the head off of the person they picked up off the floor to try to regenerate.
oh no.
Quick question. How does like action economy work in this?
You get 1 major action, 1 minor action every round.
Okay.
Your reaction, depending on what you do, could use up both. But you can use a reaction at any time.
I couldn't cast a spell though as a reaction.
Some spells you could, but it will use up both your major and minor action.
I'm okay with that.
And it can increase the threshold of difficulty depending on what it is.
I was gonna see if I could try to cast physical barrier to block the
What's the
Wendigo.
casting time on that?
S.
Second.
I don't know what S means.
Let me double check.
Simultaneous.
This is what happens when you run a new game system for the first time.
I know I means instantaneous, so it's not
Right.
instantaneous.
So S, I believe though.
I think it's sustained.
That is that it takes longer. It doesn't say the casting time.
No.
That means that it's an instant, and you can. It requires your
Like it's
concentration to hold it.
Okay.
So okay, sure. I'll let you roll that, and then what is the physical effect of it?
So it builds a wall where you want it to be with a structure rating equal to magic plus hits on a sorcery plus magic test.
All right, then tell me what that is, because he has to overcome that to bite through it to eat this guy's head.
You know, on the first session, didn't think we'd be
Wait,
fighting a
so
Wendigo.
sorcery plus magic, would that be my 10 plus another magic?
What's your sorcery skill?
Well, so sorcery alone is 4, but normally for the sorcery skill you add the magic, which is...
I think that it's just saying that you would do the sorcery plus magic,
okay.
but you already have
which
sorcery
I already
plus
have
magic
written
right
down.
now.
Okay.
So be your
Ooh. 3. Yeah, 3 successes.
Okay, so 3 hits.
Okay, so this person's defense goes from 3 to 6.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the structure rating on the wall. And it's... So the base spell casts a barrier that is 2 by 2 meters and 2 centimeters thick. What does that mean in structure rating of 3?
So you basically erected a steel wall, or like that just right up over this person as the Wendigo's going to bite down,
Awesome.
right? Which will still catch the Wendigo off guard, and it blocks all but one of his of the damage he causes.
A tooth got through.
And so now the person then rolls their body. It's only going to be 3, and see if they overcome it. This one's cocked. They have 1 success from their body, and the Wendigo does how much damage? 4. So the Wendigo, because you erect this wall, so here's how it goes. He's gonna to bite this guy. You're like, and you bam, there's a wall. He bites, and like his mouth bites down on the wall, and like one piece of his little toothiness just scrapes through the person and gouges them right here, so they're bleeding, but they are not dead, and their head was not bitten off.
Okay, we can work with that.
And so what I'm doing is basically I'm converting the claw attack into a bite. You know, that's the same thing.
Okay.
And then for its minor action, it's a little mad, and it's going to throw the person at me.
That's right at me.
Rude.
Actually, I don't know that it would understand that you were the one that did it. So,
Probably thought it was.
What does it have to roll to try to understand?
This one's too crunchy.
memory,
Just try
Which
to take
is
a
5.
bite. Because like this one's too crunchy.
It's too crunchy. This one doesn't taste very good.
oh yeah, no successes whatsoever. It completely glitched. It has no idea
To the center
what
of the
just
person.
happened. This poor Wendigo just showed up for lunch.
So it glitched with no success.
Yep.
That's a critical glitch.
Yep. So it's so mad. It's like mouth is like stuck on this barrier you just direct.
And it's sustained.
So here's what it does. It's kind of stuck there, and instead of throwing the person, it drops the person and uses its minor action to pull the barrier out of its mouth,
Okay.
which will use up its entire turn.
Okay. Really
I'm
mad.
happy about
We
this.
just made this Wendigo really mad.
This person is injured,
Yeah.
and they're going to use their reaction to run away.
Fair.
Good.
They go running for the door like, "Ah!" And this person with a chunk bit out of him comes running right past you.
Not much I can do about that.
Yep. And then,
Call it
You're
out of my
out
range.
again.
No, I can't heal them at this point.
I'm not going to wagon for that. That ain't my problem.
the
Not my problem
Making fun
anymore.
of them.
I saved them.
the manager of the joint is yelling, and you hear more Ori alarms outside going off, and then there's an internal alarm going off, and metal blast doors are coming down everywhere, sealing you in with the Wendigo.
I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
I mean, it might come to that. Yep.
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
Okay, so that was its turn. You're up again.
Call a duck wagon, but not for me.
What are you gonna do?
I have guns. That's all right. What
So
am I
the
gonna-
lead singer of the band pulls a gun.
FNHAR. I want to call it a Fenhar because I'm cool like that.
So that's a rifle. There's a big gun.
It's a big one.
Where were you hiding? You're on stage. You're just
I told
randomly
you I had a
wearing.
secret compartment.
It was part of the
James.
mic all along.
Real quick question: what happens when you run out of stun? I'm not there yet, but I'm very
You
close.
pass out.
Okay.
You will pass
Didn't
out.
I have a microphone gun?
Yeah,
Did I
you
not
used
write
it.
that down?
You used it.
No, a
remember?
microphone gun. That's
No,
different.
you do have a holdout gun that's got one shot that's inside your microphone. You want to
Okay.
use that one?
No, I want to use my. Would I have my Fenhar on me?
It doesn't make sense if you're performing that you would
Yeah.
carry an assault rifle onto a stage, but
Yeah.
I would say your microphone would be able to be used. It is a
I'll
holdout.
use
the
that.
way I would probably rule it is it's probably in your gear, and you could probably like make a dive for it. You'd probably have to spend like a turn to get
Yeah.
to those things.
Yeah.
You'd spend your turn running backstage, grabbing your rifle, and coming back. Or you can just take your microphone and
I'd
shoot
take my
it.
microphone and shoot at it while.
So she has a holdout pistol in her microphone.
It's very cool.
All right, go ahead, roll it.
The only thing is I don't have that written down, and I'm not sure
That
why it's
is
on
one of the
written
Sprawl ones, correct?
down. Yeah. It was very cool. I just don't have it written down for some reason.
Just the holdout.
It's the microphone one by Horizon. No, it might not be Horizon. It's from the Hills.
Okay. Let's see if I can
The
find it.
Hills Gilded Imitation? No.
I don't know why I don't have it written down because I written down.
Weapon.
Headline call? No, that would be my
It says
headline
by
call.
Horizon's the soundbite.
No, wait, yeah, read it real quick.
Horizon soundbite holdout. Let me go to the actual page that's on over here. Henry Horizon soundbite holdout. A masterpiece of corporate subterfuge.
That's
a single
it.
shot. Yep. Okay.
Page
What's
97.
the DV?
So the DV is 2.
Okay.
The disguise is electronically and visually perfect. The weapon gets +3 dice pool to all conceal tests. Okay, that's not relevant right now. To maintain the disguise, the weapon is incredibly simple and holds only 2 rounds. After the first shot, the wielder suffers a -2 penalty on their next attack roll. Do the.
All right, roll to hit.
Cool.
So there's a holdout pistol. So you use your
to
firearm
hit,
skill,
Firearm skill, which is
agility plus firearms. So
agility. 7 plus 2 is 9.
you get to roll 9 dice.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a lot of
What is
dice.
even happening here?
Getting shot by a dog and a microphone is insane.
Well, I'm about to be no longer able to use spells, so
3.
3 success?
Yep.
Okay, so he's gonna make his reaction roll. Oh, well, first, what is the attack value here? This is at near, correct?
Yep.
All right, so then that is a 5 to his 9, I believe you said it was. So you do not get extra edge for it.
Damn. Shoot.
That one's not that bad. That one's probably fine.
You're not gonna believe this.
Can you put it in front of you so that the screen can see the last person to...
I don't even know what's happening here.
So here's the thing to note. That is 2 successes to her 2 successes.
It is,
He does succeed.
but he got
Had a glitch.
7. A
Did he
glitch of
stumble
7.
backwards?
So the whole thing is he glitched, but he didn't get hit.
So
is he like prone now or something?
I'm gonna say your shot hits him in the back of the head and he falls forward on his face.
What about that steel that was in front of him that he just...
But he does have an armor of 1 and 2 successes, so
Yeah. So the whole thing. So the way it would play out is 2 successes, her 2 successes. It's a wash. He doesn't hit.
right.
But maybe he tripped over or something like that.
Yeah.
But
you caught him
didn't
off
hit
balance
Yeah.
and he fell down. He is now prone on the ground next to this big pillar. He just kind of fell into it, right? And so it's not that, even though you didn't injure him, he was caught so off guard
Yeah.
by the shot to the back of the head that he is essentially stunned for the round.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, second time
cannot
we tied
use
up
his
his
reaction.
actions.
Alrighty,
for us.
that was a good one. What you got?
I got a good dog.
All right, what's your dog gonna do?
Okay.
Stand be a good doggo?
Yep.
Can
So
I
we're
pet
gonna
that
do
dog?
another round. Semi-automatic. That was.
Can I pet
7.
that drone?
It was 7 damage.
After the fight,
Well, it was 7
maybe.
damage to your success.
Oh yeah.
So it's gonna
How many
be.
dice was it?
You're gonna roll whatever. It was 6 for
It was-
your program, right?
The program? Yes.
The program. So it's that plus logic, whatever your logic skill
So
is.
6 plus logic.
Plus 4, so that was 10.
10.
Okay, that's where I got it from.
Yep. So you're gonna roll 10 dice,
And he has 9 for his defense, so.
which she needs, so she doesn't get edge for.
3 success.
He also had 3 successes.
Okay. So it washes. Okay. Well,
I
here's the
think what it
question.
is he fell on his face, and you went, and it just went right over him.
So I guess the question I have here is, since you had said he had lost his reaction,
Yeah.
would he still get the reaction to try to dodge?
What I'm saying, like, he... No, we're going to do this with body, which is lower. I'll re-roll it.
Okay.
What was my target?
She got
I have
3
3
successes.
Oh, no, he actually got 4 successes on body.
Okay.
So you hit him, and his armor just soaks it up.
Okay.
You can't fail all the time.
Yeah.
Where's my...
That was really good, though. Good stuff. All right, so then you're up next.
Yep. So I'm going to be firing, and I'm actually going to go burst fire on it.
Are you going to get up close on him and right into him?
Well, so with burst fire, I just take a -4 to my attack rating, which is 14,
So it takes it down to 10
which
over
takes
his
down to 10
9.
to over his 9, so I don't get any edge on it this
But
time.
he doesn't have the reaction because he got stunned.
So-
this is all body.
I am going to roll my attack. And actually, I'm going to spend a couple edge just to try to make it through. And that is 3 successes.
3 successes.
Sounds like the Minecraft music and it's great.
1 success
Okay,
and
so-
against 3 ones.
Okay, so that is 2. So that is 2 successes total for me, correct?
Yep.
All right, so that will put me to, because it's +2 damage for my burst fire. 7 damage.
Okay. So all this is going down. She shot him in the back of the head. He fell down. Your dog's like, you're still holding this barrier right there. And he runs up and just unloads. And
4 shots into him.
its head shatters. And suddenly there's just this ripple in the astral plane as its body starts to sink into the ground.
I'm taking
Wait.
some of that. I jump off stage.
Can
The
my
only person close enough would
dog?
be your dog does not have the capability
To
of
fall
severing
off a piece,
a
yeah.
hand before it's sucked back into the astral.
Aren't I right next to it too?
You're still holding the barrier, but you could use your reaction.
I'm going to use my reaction to
Attempt
pull
to get
my
the...
survival knife and try to.
All right, let's do it. Roll for it.
Yeah, what kind of roll are we talking for it?
What do you want to use?
We could do it as just a straight attack roll. If
Let's
that's
roll
what
like an
we do.
attack roll.
Okay,
Sure,
then
sounds
I
good to
will-
me.
Cool, then that is.
And I'll just do it against his body because that's all it is a body.
Cool. So then let me figure out. I believe it is agility plus close combat. So for me, let me go to my character sheet.
And I will let you use an extra point of edge in the process because the magic that she is maintaining
All right.
is holding the astral at bay.
Okay.
We are going to use that free one to get no successes. I have 2 more to use.
Did you add that point of edge?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And I will use that and get 1 success with no glitch.
You injure the body, but it is still pulling into the ground. You guys can take one more action. If you can't get its hand severed at this point in time, it's gone.
Okay.
I have a katana. Can I throw someone my katana?
Well, I have a survival knife, and I'm good at close combat.
She is close enough that she could get to it on this
if
turn.
I were to throw it at you.
Yeah, well, she's close enough and has a knife.
My dog could bite.
It has a bite attack?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You can attempt to grab the hand with the mouth if you
Chew
want.
off a finger.
Well, I was to say, if you can do that and hold it steady, since I have it and I'm like sawing at it, we could do that.
All right. Woo.
Do you have any way to, something you could do? You're maintaining the spell. You want to try to bend your barrier?
What if that, or I could increase your attribute to give you some more dice to roll.
That is an option as well because I have a 3 agility.
My only question with that is, at what point do I pass out? When my stun level is 10. When I hit 10 or when I hit 11?
You hit 11.
Awesome. I will cast increase attribute for you.
Okay.
So it says the caster rolls sorcery plus magic, and then in parentheses 5 minus essence test.
So real quick, I want you to roll logic. Just a straight logic roll.
Okay.
Logic?
So that's 53?
Yes.
Not confident. Okay, 2 1s, 1 6.
Okay.
1 success with a glitch.
One success with a glitch. You're not exactly sure what happened, but you noticed that it came out of the astral while you were singing. It occurs to you, maybe if I sing, I might be able to hold this gate open for whatever the heck these weirdos are doing. You want to try that?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll your performance. Let's see if you can hold open the astral.
Remember
what
singing
I
is
did for
howling.
this.
Because this is another sustained spell, so that's where my head was at.
So it would drop the first sustained
Right.
spell.
Right, but my head was thinking if I use another sustained spell, it would
Yes.
still
Would be,
keep the astral.
What is your
What was
influence
that?
plus charisma?
Well, what we're doing, because it is already closing, and at the end of this round it'll close,
Okay.
this is going to give it an extra round.
Okay, so I can still use the increased attribute.
I'm not gonna make that one.
Awesome. So I still have to roll the sorcery plus magic, but what is the 5 minus essence?
Okay, so that's actually something that we were curious about because that says a threshold. But if her essence is 6, that puts the threshold at -1.
Yes.
How would that?
Well, you can't really go negative, so the minimum is 1.
Yeah.
So I would rule it that way, is that you only need 1 success.
Okay.
You get anything?
I got 2 successes, but it's with a glitch. Can I use an edge to?
So is it as a glitch? Do you mean you rolled 1-1 or did you roll?
No, 3 1s.
3
So
1s?
2
Okay.
successes.
You can spend an edge to...
Well, okay. So how many dice did you roll total?
1, 2.
It's your
3,
performance
4,
rate, it's 10?
5. Yeah, 10.
Then that is not a glitch.
That's
You'd have to roll 5 or more for it.
So
to be a glitch.
that's actually a success. You
Oh, okay.
screaming holds open the gate.
Okay.
Cool. 1 success. Exactly.
Okay, so you
So what is it- how
enhance
much
his
does it increase?
ability. Go ahead and attack the hand to grab it with your dog.
1
I don't
point
know
of
how to
increase
do
per
that.
net hit. So
This would
what?
be
I know it's
uh,
3 points of
a
damage.
melee attack.
So I do have a question here.
Yes.
Can I use strength instead since I'm trying to just saw through this thing?
Sure. I'll allow that.
Cool. Then that will give me 7 dice on that plus my 4 from close combat.
What I'll do is I'll roll it this way. Your dog grabs the hand
Okay.
and gives him an extra point of edge on this roll.
Okay.
Cool.
Awesome.
Success. That is 3 successes right now, and I will spend that free point of edge to get 4 successes.
Woo!
Nice.
Okay. He has a body roll of 3, which means you just barely get that claw off before the portal closes. Congratulations, the 4 of you are the
All
proud
I
owners
see
of a
is like,
Wendigo claw.
what is the name, like Buck from Ice Age, where he's holding up the claw? I took it from him.
Just drag.
You want to split the price of that? I helped get that. You wanna
Hey, I
split the
also
price of that?
helped get that.
You guys are all
Wasn't for
trapped
me.
in here together right now. Everybody else is
We're
outside.
gonna
They don't know
say
the
that we talk
Wendigo's
about our
dead.
feelings, okay? I also helped with that.
You get money from a band.
I screamed into that to hold it open and also fought. That was precious ammo.
So while you guys are having this discussion over the next few minutes about who is the rightful owner of this Wendigo claw, the Ori alarms stop sounding.
Ooh, can we head up?
And the front door starts to open. And out front are half a dozen Ori agents with their anti-magic pistols drawn.
Oof.
So we're all kind of mad.
My dog has put the gun away.
I also am.
In my
magic is
pistol
not
holstered.
being
I
cast.
have a
I'm
license
telling
plate.
everybody out right now.
These aren't brutes. These are Ori agents.
They don't want me. They don't want me.
I'm selling everybody out right here, right now. Give me the claw. The only one not illegal here. Give it here.
I'm not.
What are you talking about? Not illegal. What are you talking about? The only one not illegal.
They're both here legally.
I
She's
might-
technically here legally.
I might have opened the portal
Not
in the
really.
first place.
Yeah,
So,
if anybody's to fault here.
The Ori agents come charging in as soon as the gate comes up. They run right past you. You're still standing there like, because your dog is in the room. Your dog turns around, you see Ori agents, and they're immediately,
Dog
drop
goes
it!
over.
Like
Shows his belly.
everything. They're like, drop your pistol, drop your machete and the Wendigo claw, drop the pumpkin.
Dog is belly up.
Like they're pointing guns everywhere, drop it. Anybody resist this?
Nope.
No.
I said dog is
No.
belly up.
Dog is belly up.
Behind them comes in a person looking like he came out of the Matrix, got on some black shades, all black trench coat all the way down with an Ori emblem right here over the left side of his chest with some kind of weird meter. And he comes in, he stands in the middle of the room and he's like... And the magic reading is so intense that it's actually drowning it out. And he's like waving it around, and the gravity of the astral well was in the middle of the room, and it was so strong that he doesn't even detect you. That it's all picked up as coming from this anomaly. And they start going to the speakers and such. They're like, what on earth? This is...
What does
And
it
they don't know
mean?
exactly what happened. But then one of them says, like, he's got his pistol up, he's looking around, he's like, y'all get out of here now.
Gone. The one who caused it.
Yeah.
Gone.
Check out of the dog and just whoop.
Okay, you guys
here, boy.
leave the Newport, and you are now standing outside. The four of you
Now we can fight over.
are the proud owners of a single Wendigo claw together. Ori saw that you have it.
Yeah.
They recognize that you killed a Wendigo, so they
Finder's
don't
rights.
even say anything about it. They're like,
Finder's rights.
It's yours.
Yeah.
I fired the killing blow. Finder's rights.
A morale boost is a powerful tool.
I'm sure.
I respect that. I respect it. I'm not gonna fight you on it. But can I just have like a little bit
some
from
money?
it?
Can we have
Just a
some
little bit?
a deal could
The
be
claw
arranged.
is
While
so
y'all are
awesome.
standing out there, a C-Mech rolls up out front, and Ares' turret pops out the top and is aimed at the front door of the Newport.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
And a couple of brutes hop out.
We're on.
Their chrome is just crazy. Like, first guy out has this massive exoskeletal suit. He has a Gatling gun mounted on his
Let's head to the
back.
guard tower. We'll talk about this later, guys.
And like when he comes out, he holds up his arm and the whole thing swings around. He's got a Gatling gun and he's walking towards the front door. The guys behind him, they're all coming out with crazy wetware, and you name it. This is bleeding edge tech.
we head to the guard tower now.
And one of them stops and he looks at the Wendigo claw you're carrying. He's like, that fresh?
Fresh.
No.
He says, any more in there?
Not that I saw. I made it out.
He says, buy it off you.
Name your price.
Us.
And he's like, and he says, he is willing to give you 1,000 million for it.
Yeah, right.
That's so much money to me. Oh my god.
Hang on.
I'm like, wait, like, oh my god, give me all of that.
So actually, there is something here to compare it to because there is a Wendigo gauntlet.
There is.
Yep. And I'm probably reading right. There it is.
Right here.
Wendigo
Wendigo
Talon.
Talon. 9,000.
Yeah,
That's
page
a
106.
joke. That's
Whoa.
9,500 for Wendigo Talon.
He's offering you a grand, uncertified, right now.
No. We'll find a
That
better
means
deal.
it's not traceable.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not the owner of this. I can't make that deal.
so
That's a 12 rough rarity level.
Well, that's the weapon. This is
Right.
just the raw
this is just
material.
the raw material.
Yeah, that's still nice.
That said, if I remember correctly, I think it's basically just that it's lashed to something to wear it on.
I'm looking at it.
But it does require magic to be able to get it to affix to it.
Yes.
I don't know.
So there
I still
is-
think
Oh,
we
it
can get
takes
more.
3
Takes 3 what?
Wendigo claws.
Okay. So what if you divide that?
So,
So let's say
I mean,
the
1,000
magic.
seems honest. I mean, maybe
In that context,
15,
It's
that's
worth
not
about
Yeah.
$3 grand max. He's offering you 1,000 for it right now.
maybe bargain for like 1,500 to 2,000.
I was gonna bargain for 2.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm going to use influence.
I am captain of
I am-
spells. I cannot help.
I
it.
am a large and in charge orc. So
But you've got this tiny, frail little human next to you.
I have a lot
That
of
helps.
intimidation resistance
I-
and such.
that is 4 success.
Ooh. Okay. He only rolled 3 successes. You said how much?
2,000.
He's like 1,500.
17.
Roll it again.
This is fun. Because I don't have the stress of doing it, honestly. Yeah.
Jared, the danger
I
is
also
right
don't
there.
have the influence skill. I cannot.
1
talk to
success.
He looks over to another one of the C-Mech brutes and he goes, "Hey, Ripper, can I borrow 7?" And he's like, "What for?" He goes, "Don't worry about it." He's like, "Yeah, bro, I got you." And he just pulls out a cred stick and hands it to him.
Hell yeah.
Take the cred. I'm gonna.
1,700 cred?
Yeah.
And they take
hand
the
it off?
Wendigo and he goes, "Look what I got." And he's like, and then his buddy's like, "Yeah, that's cool." He goes, "Yeah, I killed it myself." He goes, "Yeah, you did." And they hop back in the C-Mech with it.
I'm gonna jack the cred stick into my rig and claim the cash.
They are legit cred.
Cool. Then
Gonna help catch
Technically, you have the cred now, but they did assist you.
I was going to give at least a little something.
You want to
but
go to?
I will be taking the
guard tower,
majority.
which
That,
is
that I
neutral
understand.
zone.
But
So 17. I will give each 200 new yen each.
300 sounds a little bit more.
I will gladly take 200. I am like
Yeah, I
kissing
mean-
your feet.
And then you're left with 1,100.
Yep.
All right, that's a good start.
And then I have to go to the German village to speak to my Mr. Johnson to pass this job off.
You also know you should probably boogie before they try to bill you for the blown speaker and the damage
I'm
inside.
getting out of here. I'm actually just gonna also go to guard tower because that's neutral zone and they can't get me there.
I think I'm also gonna head to guard tower. Maybe try to link up with one of my contacts.
And right then, more Ori agents descend from some of their flying drones come and land in the area.
Yeah, I
They're
don't.
getting ready to completely cordon off the Newport.
Yeah, I don't want to be
skedaddle.
anywhere near
Yeah.
Ori.
We gonna skedaddle.
You guys gonna head out together? She's got a vehicle.
I also
Hey,
have a
I
vehicle.
also have a
I've got a
vehicle.
motorcycle.
I gotta go
I'm the
bike.
only one without a vehicle. Does anyone want to give me a ride?
You wanna hop on the back
Sure.
of my motorcycle?
I mean,
Your death mobile.
It may explode, but it goes 300.
mine is
miles
much
per hour.
safer, I will tell you.
Mine goes 300 miles per hour.
She's got a soccer mom.
I'm gonna ride in the mom.
That's the
You're gonna
safest.
have a booster seat with that one.
I don't care. I'll happily sit in the booster seat.
All right, cool. So she's gonna hop into the soccer mom with
Yeah,
you.
the game night has shotgun though.
That's fine.
Literally.
So you hop in her van, and there's a guard tower drone sitting in the front seat with a literal shotgun.
So I heard you wanted to meet my
I figure it
daughter.
looks like an actual knight. Too,
So
like a suit of
do you
armor.
let them know where you're headed, or that you're headed back to the village?
We just kind of.
I'm sure that we probably exchange contact information. I'm sure we all have
Just in case
comms.
we
Yeah,
get
we've met
like
before.
questioned about it.
I'd recognize me.
'Cause what
Have
if
we met
what
before?
if we like get questioned about the Wendigo or something like that? Like we'd exchange contact info. I feel like.
You guys might have exchanged contact information,
Don't
but
you
I
have
don't
a
have a
business
comm
card?
link, so
Didn't
I
you go
can't
home with
contact-
that one?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
All right, so
You went home with me? I thought I dropped you off.
that's between
she doesn't have anywhere to go. So
No.
you guys leave together.
Can
You're
I
actually
stay
not
the
far
night?
from home because you live in the underground,
And in
maybe
the
like
morning,
a mile
I'm
from here.
making waffles.
in the morning. I'm making a waffle.
Now, she's human. You know that your clan will not allow her into the depths.
Okay. Sorry, I was just.
You have to sleep outside.
Really?
But on the way back,
Outside the
you have
gates.
this talk. What do you guys say to each other? You don't really know each other.
I'm like, where you live?
Now kiss.
So about that, I kind of just live wherever.
Okay. So what's the address of your cardboard box?
Well, I paid this one guy to watch my stuff, and then he didn't really watch my stuff. He kind of stole it all, so I don't really have a place right now.
How would your character feel about that?
Robot dog
I'm
sleeps
still
in the
figuring it
shed.
out. Huh?
Where's your robot dog sleep?
In the garage with me.
What I will say,
You can just drop me off at guard tower.
what I
I'll
will
be fine
say
with that.
is something like that is not an uncommon occurrence.
Yeah.
Whether or not you feel some kind of way about it is up to you. But
You are an
There are
OCP. There's a lot of homeless
there's a
people.
ton of poor people in Shadowrun, and it would not be an uncommon occurrence for you to meet somebody and go, yeah, they're poor, can't help you,
Yeah, that's why I'm like.
can't even help myself.
Like,
Now,
did I?
she did assist in this combat. You made
She
money
did.
together. It's up to y'all. I mean, making money together is common ground.
It is.
And
again, like-
for just for the record of things, my actual like housing is probably in Northland. Like I'm not like rich, right?
Right.
My family is rich.
They live in German Village.
They live in German Village.
So you
They
physically
don't
live in
support
Northland?
me. Yes, they do not support me.
He's poor.
Yeah.
Okay, so you heading back to Northland?
Probably.
All right, so on the way back to Northland, you're trying to
No, I'm going
fly.
to guard towers, aren't I?
Well, the guard towers are in each hood.
There's
Okay,
one
I'll
in
go
each
to the
hood.
guard tower in Northland.
All right, so you're heading back to Northland.
I'm heading to German Village first, then I'm heading home.
And
so.
you're like flying like a bat out of hell. I wanna get. Are you going like top speed?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna need some handling for it.
Let's go. I just
Didn't get
completed-
enough
This is
strategy.
this is where Jay's character dies.
Yeah.
Died on the way home.
This hits a wall and splatters.
Athletics.
Just so
300
excited.
miles an hour
No, it's
on
gonna
a
be a piloting
rocket
skill.
bike.
Piloting
Yeah.
skill? How do I do so? Piloting.
Piloting is to be whatever your piloting skill is, plus agility, I believe, or reaction. Let me tell you.
About that piloting skill.
Wait.
Reaction, yes.
So what is it again?
So
Reaction?
it is reaction, and if you are not trained, you can still do it, but it's your reaction minus 1.
What's your reaction?
So you're gonna roll 3 dice.
Don't die.
No, my reaction's 5, so I
So you're
get
a
4.
So you're
4.
gonna get 4. You're gonna roll 4 dice. Don't glitch out. Don't critical glitch out. Might have to spend some edge here.
Oh, I'm good.
2 successes, yeah.
Okay, you at 300 miles an hour make it home in like 3 minutes.
Someone likes to gamble.
Yeah, really.
Cool.
You are blazing through the barrens
home.
so fast. Like it's nuts.
It's purely because I can. I could take a less risky, cheaper option of vehicle, but I did not.
Well, you successfully piloted home without using the CMEC in a because you're going 300 miles an hour. I'm not going to make you roll for any encounters on the way home
Thank you.
Yeah.
because you could have just died just now.
Very likely.
You're heading back. What all do you have loaded in your suite for driving back to the village? Like you can stay on the. You know what? Actually, where you're going is fine. You have, if you look at the map, there are regulated corridors for you to get home from here.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take the corridors from OCP up to German Village to the
To the guard tower.
guard tower.
Where are you going? You can't take her to the underground. Where are you going to drop her off?
Just the nearest guard tower is fine. I'll be
Yeah.
fine with that.
In OCP?
Maybe not an OCP. The nearest one that's not an OCP.
We're gonna have
That
to
would be
figure out how to get
Ori.
in contact
So
with
you don't want to go
York.
to Ori. So the next nearest one is actually German Village.
I'm fine with that.
Same place that he's at.
That's funny.
That is kind of funny,
That
actually.
is really funny.
All right, so,
So we're all gonna meet up at German Village except for her.
your
As
vehicle's
slow
a
as
little
we're going?
faster. You get there first. Your soccer mom is real slow.
I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna put in a call to Tom.
So you meet up with Tom Fool. He delivers. He pays you 500 million.
I'm gonna deliver my.
Awesome. And as you are leaving the guard tower, you see the soccer mom pull up and these two hop out.
Hey, funny running into you again.
Huh. Brings you guys out
Wait,
here.
following me.
Well, so I don't really have a place to stay, so I was just gonna hang out here until I
Can I stay
found
with you?
somewhere else to.
You hear a
Can
Can I stay
voice.
with you? Please.
That voice in your head is like, "What are you doing?"
We just killed a Wendigo.
Not now, Mom.
I told you. Stay away from Wendigos. You're too important. You have to feed the pumpkin.
I don't want to feed the pumpkin.
That is your purpose, dear. You must feed the pumpkin.
Are you saying these out loud?
Yes.
Can we hear the shield pumpkin? Not me, but them.
No, it goes right to her head. She's just talking out loud.
So about that place
So
you wanted to
I'm
stay
gonna.
at.
I'm just gonna see if I can pick up a pretzel here before I head home.
Yeah, I mean,
I just try to shove the pumpkin into my bag, but realize it's too big, and then just shove it on the back of my backpack and ignore it and walk inside.
As soon as you walk inside, your mother is in mid-sentence. You don't hear anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
But your own magic is suppressed in here.
I can't use it anyways. I'm about to pass out, so.
All right. So you guys are all in German Village, and you guys gonna do some R&R for the day.
Yep.
I'm
Rest and recreation.
Oh.
Yep, I'm gonna probably, do my thing. I talked to my Johnson and got that squared away. I might be kind of calling my fixer to see about some contacts and stuff like that, but other than that, I mean, it's basically just job hunting now. Figure out the next.
All right. Well, you arrive at home, and as you pull up outside, there is a CMEC parked in front of your building.
No. So we're gonna go to the guard tower.
In
Northland?
Northland?
Yeah.
Okay. You go to the guard tower, you pull up on your bike,
It's probably where I'm heading towards now, is towards my house, which is in Northland.
you let them know that you're headed up there.
Yeah.
Y'all want to tag along and maybe
Now,
play
you can
some
safely
Sprawl
park a vehicle at a guard tower, and
Yeah.
they're not going to charge you to store it there.
The guard tower is neutral, which is why I'm going there.
Right.
I feel like I feel like Jared's would be like, what's your Maximilian?
Yeah.
Just you wanna play Sprawl Masters or something?
I was
Okay,
actually
so
planning on trying to
have a-
find a game of Sprawl Masters to play.
Have a
so.
play date or something?
Well, you hit them up on the comms like, hey, y'all want to play Sprawl Masters?
Y'all wanna play Sprawl Masters? It feels like playing
Again,
Fortnite.
don't have comms.
Y'all hop
But
on
they
board.
do.
Hop
Yeah.
on board.
Yeah.
So you two get
Oh
the
my God.
message. Suddenly the
I know
lead
we
singer
just
of this
got here.
locally popular band messages you on your comms like, hey, y'all want to play Sprawl Masters?
I know we just got here, but remember that singer? Yeah, she's.
yeah.
She's inviting us to play at the other guard tower. Considering you're not anchored anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, why
You're
not?
kind of
Okay.
homeless.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
You're what?
I'm going to put in a I'm going to put in a call to my
No, I don't think so.
to my electronics dealer.
No,
That's a placement.
Okay.
I know.
You need a comm, right?
Yeah.
You're going to buy a comm?
I know a guy, 100 million.
That'll be
A
helpful.
little birdie tells me
It's-
that you got two.
A little work.
Yeah, it'll get you by. It ain't fancy. It's by.
It's
Why
kind of
not?
ugly, but
I don't care if it's ugly. If it works, it works. Why not?
it looks like a big clunky one-sided headphone with like a wrap on this side, kind of like one of those old call center
yep.
headsets.
I know exactly what you're. Yep.
Yeah. Your
Yep.
writer will be completely covered, but hey, it's a comp.
So
I'll.
you can use the Matrix. Not well, but you can use it. It is the things that are going to be relevant to you. It has 0 firewall, so if somebody tries to hack you, you have no defense against it.
Okay.
But you can take it off your head.
You said I have 0 firewall.
0 firewall.
Okay.
It has 0 active program slots, so you can't install anything on it.
You
0
basically can
programs.
just talk to people.
You can talk to people and you can use the Matrix, and
It's
that's
like
it.
a phone. Back when it was a phone.
Right, that's essentially what it is.
I wasn't born in that period of time.
Okay. Is there anything else I need to know about it?
Right now, no. If it comes up, I'll tell you.
Okay. So I now have
When I was
125.
12, I had an iPhone.
So you guys all head to Northland to go play a game of Sprawl Masters. When you guys get there, she's already there waiting.
I got a pretzel right.
And people are
I got the
talking
most- I got the
about
most beaten
what
up
happened in
mini
OCP
ever.
today. Yeah, your mini isn't even an official mini.
It's like a little
It's
piece
a bottle
of
cap.
like a little piece of like scrap
Well,
that I like
Yeah.
still googly eyes on.
A bottle cap with Google Eyes.
While we're driving there, since I have no clue that you're like a minis painter or anything, I just happened to ask if you have any extra minis that you could
Just
like
musing
borrow.
about like what
Like-
you about
like,
wanting a
since-
mini.
Yeah, since we're like gonna be playing Sprawl Masters or whatever, do you have any extra minis lying around that I could borrow?
No
Do
one
you
ever
actually
has
introduce her and tell you your actual name?
I mean, Bristle's my brand. Like,
Yeah.
like paint
Roll
bristles.
memory.
It's Tony Stark syndrome.
You're also completely unrecognizable.
One failure.
That's it?
Yep, that's it.
You've never heard of Bristle.
You are an escape cultist.
You can't afford to hear of me.
Yeah, no, I'm too
Gosh.
poor. I don't know.
So
I
she's
heard
like,
that
yeah, I'm
there's
Bristle.
things
Like,
called, like-
oh wow, what's that?
Like the brush?
Yeah, I paint bristles. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my Harley to my house,
Okay.
so I have to grab my stuff.
Okay. As you're approaching your house, off in the far distance, you see a couple C-Mex parked in front of one of the taller apartment buildings.
It's not my place. Ain't my problem.
Um,
That's not an
Roll-
uncommon occurrence.
roll perception.
Perception. Two success.
That same agent from Ori who was walking around with that weird meter is with these C-Mex.
Well, glad I don't have a traceable place I live at.
It's not in front of my place, so that's kind of one of those like that's something to kind of keep an eye
As
on,
soon
but
as
it's
you
not
pull
my
up your
problem
place,
right
I
now.
guarantee there's gonna be C-Max in front of your place.
Well, I've already gone to my place. It's in
Yeah,
front of
he's
your-
at his
Oh,
house.
damn.
What he didn't know is he lives up the street from you.
Again? I didn't mean it.
So, yeah, I'm gonna get
Right.
go to my place and grab my stuff and
Okay,
Dip back
you
out.
get your stuff, you dip on over to the guard tower.
Yeah.
Cool, you guys show up and you are about to play a really good game of Sprawl Masters. In fact, you guys just you guys sit down to draft up some characters to play. And while you are doing that, you get a call from Tom Fool.
Tom Fool, my guy.
And he says,
My main fooling guy.
I got another job for you. This one's pays a little more, but I need you right now.
Hey, we're in the middle of a game, man. Very close to friends.
He says, you're gonna need friends.
all right. Where you want to meet at?
He says, where are you right now?
Northland Guard Tower.
He's like, ooh.
Okay.
All right, meet me in Hannah.
Nod.
And he stops and he goes, you will need friends.
How do I get stunned back?
Rest.
Sleep.
Do we have time to sleep?
No.
Jesus, right now.
So are you gonna let them know?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Hey, time to jack and go. I got a job. I'm gonna need people. Y'all wanna make some money?
And you know that this fixer is reliable.
I worked with actually the thing that's probably gonna be important here is one of my contacts is a fixer. Because my contacts are a fixer, a Johnson, and an electronic dealer.
Okay, then we'll say Tom Pool is your fixer.
That was already what I was going with.
Cool.
So I've worked with him quite a bit. He's reliable. He's a good guy. Y'all need some money?
Do you think that we're friends?
Friends is a strong term. Co-workers is... Co-conspirators is
When Tom Pool says bring friends, he means bring someone to watch your back.
If you say that we're friends, I'll go.
I'll go. I'll take money. I always need money.
You need money? You want some money?
Sure. You don't even
Trying to make some money?
Yeah, I'll make some money.
Let's
You
go.
don't even know what money smells
All right, so you guys are headed to the guard tower in Hannah, and
Yep.
that is where we are going to wrap up today.
Woo!
Thank you guys very much for watching. We hope that you enjoyed it. For RP Gallery, I'm James.
I'm Hannah.
Ash. Jade.
Jared.
We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.